guys, and welcome to my review of Haikyuu chapter 200 and... I don't know, something. I think it's 62 or something. I'm not even sure anymore. It might not be. It's in the title. This chapter, it kind of went by the blur for me a little bit. It was like, ooh, stuff is happening, but again, not too much stuff is happening. I think the main thing that happened here was obviously Hinata blocking, having that really good block. Like, oh my god, what's his name? Matsu. The number 3 guy or something from Seichu, their 3rd year, who looks like a fish. I always called him Fish Face. I don't know. I never bothered to learn his name because he was just Fish Face from Seijo. But yeah, I really like the whole thing where Hinata was like, ooh, who is the scariest one-on-one blogger I've been up against? Because I want to block like them. I'm gonna try to keep my hands within the frame here. And at first I was like, obviously he's gonna try to copy Kuroo because he's like the best blogger we had in this entire series. Like, even Ukai said so. And when you had that panel of Tsugishima after he did the blog, I was like, yeah, obviously it's gonna be him. But then you had the thing where he's like the cross block, and you have obviously the flashback to when he did that. And I was like, oh god damn, it's not Kuroo, which is really interesting because we don't the 2 other 3rd years from Seijo, again Fish Face and the other guy, Hanamaki, I think. No, is Hanamaki the ship name? I don't know, because my entire Tumblr ships them. So if Hanamaki is the ship name, which I'm pretty sure it is, it's just those 2 characters. I don't know. Either way, I like that was what Hinata remembered, like that was the scariest block he's been up against, because he was like, oh, obviously .co have scary bloggers because that's like their thing, but you always are up against 1 or 2 bloggers. I think only once or twice have Aone tried to block Hinata by himself. So I thought it was interesting how he wasn't like, I'm gonna use Aone, I'm gonna use Kuroo as my model for blocking, I'm gonna use Fish Face. Yeah, I thought that was really good, having other blocking characters in focus here. Because again, it's mostly, you mostly think of Kuroo and .co when you think of blocking. So I thought that was really great, also because then you have, if this is like the style Hinata will be going for, then you won't have 2 Kuroos on the field, because obviously Tsuki has his entire blocking style from Kuroo. Because Kuroo has been the one who taught him, and even when he came to Ukai for blocking advice, Ukai was like, oh, Kuroo is a really good blogger, so you should probably do like him. So yeah, it'd be really great to have 2 different styles. So yeah, I really like that, because Hinata looked really intimidating doing that blog, so that he could block out the cross and have Nishinoya take the straight like they did against Shira Torisawa. Of course, that was a 3-man block to block the spike, but this is not Ushiwaka they're up against. They're up against Osamu or whoever is gonna spike for the other team. So yeah, I like that. I don't think it's gonna work all the time. I feel like because this is the first time, obviously it's gonna be really epic, and then he's gonna like have some trial and error going on here. But to have him like pin down a style that he's gonna use, and have that be like semi-successful, because instead of just blocking everything, he decides to block like just the cross and then do that pretty well, and then just have Nishinoya take care of the straight. I think that's a pretty good strategy, because even if he just because then there's like a 50-50 if the spider is gonna go for the cross that Hinata's blocking, because they're gonna be pretty sure that Nishinoya's there to receive the spike, because he's a pretty damn good libero. Like, it's so rare that Nishinoya doesn't get a good receive, and even if his like receive is like kind of off, they still somehow manage to do well. So yeah, I think this is gonna work out to some extent. I really can't figure out who's gonna win this set, because I think it's 20-19 or something like that at the moment. But yeah, I kind of really hope that Karasuno finishes this as like they win the first and the second set, so that Inarasaki doesn't even get to win a single one, because them being one of the favorites to win and then Karasuno completely owning them would still put them at a pretty high pedestal, even if they don't get into like the final 4 or final 8 or something. Because then it's just like, oh, they just the team they eventually lost to was just a really good team. Hopefully, yeah, I don't know. It'd be really cool if they were up against Fukuroni. I just don't think it'll happen. Still think it'll be Nakama and then lose to Nakama. But yeah, we talked about this before. What else do I have to say? I don't think there's too much to say. Like, you also had what else did you actually have? It was a lot of just like kind of playing. You also had I like the panel also where you had Inarasaki being like, oh, are you scared of the of their middle blogger or number 10 or whatever they said, and he was like, no, of course I'm not. And you just had Hinata being like, are you for real? You're not scared of me? And then I want you to be scared of me. I really like that as well, because Hinata's such a tiny little thing, but he can be really scary in his own right. Like, I wouldn't want to be up against him. Like, but I wouldn't want to be up against him. He feels like very energetic and just like in your face. I don't know. I don't think I have much else to say about this chapter. I think it was really, really good for Hinata. And yeah, I just thought it was really good for Hinata and like him finding out how to blog. Again, I still do think he'll go through some trial and error, because there's no way it'll work out this perfectly every time. But we'll see. We'll really see. I hope this set ends soon, because I feel like it's been going on not forever but for a while now. And while yes, the first set is like the first set or the last set in a 3-setter match, they're always like the longest, because they set the entire thing like for a long match. It like the last one obviously is like, ooh, who's gonna win? But for the first one, it usually sets who has like the upper hand. It's very unusual for Karasuno to lose if they won the first set. I mean, they haven't lost a lot either, but I mean, they only like lost once to Seijo. Actually lost, so yeah. But I think Karasuno will be pretty good going if they win the first set. I think actually if Karasuno wins the first set, I think they'll win the entire thing. And if Inarasaki wins the third or the first one, Karasuno could still win. It just, their chances go down a little bit, because I think Inarasaki has better stamina. Just because I generally think stamina is like the one thing that Karasuno really struggles with, especially because they have like so many first years. Like I think the 2 people or the 3 people who have the best stamina is Tanaka, Asahi, and Daichi, but they are also the 3 people who are always playing. So yeah, I think that's what I have to say. Basically, I hope the set ends this next chapter, or yeah, I hope it's done by July. Because I feel like it's not like it's being dragged out, but I feel like if we have more than 3 or more chapters more of this set, it will be dragged out, because we're in like the 20s now. So yeah, hopefully we don't get a juice. I'm not up for a juice with Inarasaki in the first set. Second set or third set I could understand, but first set I'd be really annoyed, unless like the second set goes by and like that. But I am gonna stop talking now, because I almost talked for 10 minutes, I feel like. So you can leave a like if you like anything that I had to say. Leave in the comments below what you thought of this chapter, and just generally what do you think where do you think we'll go for here, because I couldn't really figure that out. Like I don't even know what's gonna be like next focus or anything like that. It's just, I don't know. Because I feel like we've done with the Hinata now. I think now Tanaka is gonna come in and do something. But yeah, and yeah, you can subscribe if you want to see more. And until next time, bye!